Audiobook Point of Assembly, Quantum Psychology and Universal Therapy, written and voiced by Reinhard. In Point of Assembly Quantum Psychology and Universal Therapy, a unique approach to learning is presented, combining quantum psychology and elements of comprehensive therapy. This methodology aims to identify fundamental contradictions, allowing for deep work in key areas of your life: health, relationships, self realization, and goal achievement. This technology will help you choose from the many existing realities the one in which you can align with your optimal self image, life, and health. The information presented in Point of Assembly will expand your therapeutic capabilities. You will learn to develop interaction algorithms with clients, track therapy outcomes, and work with beliefs that limit your perception of reality. Familiarize yourself with the dualities that create the need for struggle in your life and immerse yourself in a state of non-dual space. You will understand the temporal, spatial, and energetic characteristics of reality and master key techniques for working with them, enabling you to quickly and easily change your reality in all areas of life. The Point of Assembly training focuses on working from the heart space, utilizing the client's own resources to address their challenges. This book will empower you to shift your perspective on reality and view your life from a new angle, opening up horizons for personal growth and transformation. Introduction to the Matrix. The Matrix is the foundation upon which our reality develops and manifests. In the context of personal transformation, it serves not just as a backdrop, but as an active participant in the process of change. Quantum physics reveals that humans and everything around us, whether living beings or so-called inanimate matter, are autonomous energetic systems formed from an energetic field that connects all that exists in this universe. This pulsating energetic field is the basis of our existence. It doesn't merely exist, it actively interacts with us, responding to our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Thus, the matrix reflects our internal state and creates the visible reality around us. Every thought, every feeling, every reaction generates vibrations that return to us as experiences. When we become aware of our inner beliefs and intentions, we start to understand that the matrix contains everything in potential, representing infinite possibilities for material manifestation. This awareness empowers us to actively choose the reality we want to create, rather than simply reacting to external circumstances. Quantum physics refers to this principle as the zero-point field, or simply the field. According to Einstein, this is our only reality. Understanding this concept opens doors to new possibilities, allowing us to change our lives based on a profound understanding of our inner world and its connection to the outside. To delve deeper into this connection, we must address the concept of dualism, specifically the division between mind and matter. When the mind and matter are viewed as separate entities, this dualism creates a rift between the observer and the observed. This separation leads to a misunderstanding of our reality and a disconnection from the energetic field that connects us all. Einstein demonstrated that matter is not a fundamental property of physics. Rather, it is a manifestation of energy. In essence, there are not two fundamental physical entities. There is only one: energy. This realization is pivotal in understanding the interconnectedness of all things, as everything in the universe is comprised of energy vibrating at different frequencies. This brings us to a critical principle in quantum physics: the uncertainty principle. In 1927, Werner Heisenberg introduced a revolutionary concept known as the uncertainty principle. He demonstrated that it is virtually impossible to simultaneously measure both the energy of a wave and the position of a particle in space. This fundamental limitation reveals a core truth about the nature of reality. The more accurately you pinpoint a particle's position, the less precise your measurement of its energy becomes, and vice versa. At the quantum level, This principle underscores the intrinsic relationship between the observer and the observed. The act of measurement itself disrupts the trajectory of an electron or any quantum particle. In essence, there is no means of observing these particles without interacting with them, which inevitably alters their behavior. This interaction creates what is known as an artifact, an unintended consequence that further complicates our understanding of the quantum realm. To explore this further, it's essential to examine how our brains process information. The left hemisphere of the brain operates in a linear, sequential manner, assembling our perceptions to create the illusion of reality. In contrast, the right hemisphere functions as a parallel processor, capable of performing multiple tasks simultaneously across various channels. Engaging this right brain functionality often requires entering an altered state of consciousness, where intuition and holistic thinking come to the forefront. Mathematician John von Neumann added another layer to our understanding of this phenomenon by asserting that consciousness is crucial for explaining the transition from the wave function, which represents probabilities, to tangible reality. He famously referred to consciousness as the X factor, or a hidden variable that initiates the collapse of the wave. This concept is essential in our exploration, as we will use the term collapse of the wave function even when discussing the quantum probabilities present in our minds from which consciousness selects the realities we experience. In this context, consciousness plays a pivotal role. By interacting with photons, it generates an orbit of probability that leads to the collapse of the wave function. This collapse then creates the illusion of physical reality, highlighting the powerful influence of our consciousness on shaping our experiences. Understanding this process invites us to reconsider our relationship with the world around us. By recognizing that our thoughts and intentions directly influence the energetic field, we can harness this knowledge to create meaningful changes in our lives. When we shift our perspective from seeing ourselves as separate from the energy of the universe to realizing our integral part within it, we empower ourselves to align our inner states with our desired outcomes. This interplay between consciousness and reality emphasizes the importance of cultivating awareness and intention. By transcending the duality of mind and matter, we can fully engage with the matrix, ultimately leading to a deeper understanding of our place in the universe and the infinite possibilities that lie before us. The collapse of the wave function is a pivotal concept that underscores the interplay between consciousness and reality. When you allow this collapse to occur, where an old pattern meets the infinite possibilities of the quantum realm, you open the door to reconfiguring new, weighted probabilities for your desired outcomes in time and space. In essence, this process suggests that the new results you seek can be shaped by your focused intention. By directing your thoughts and emotions towards a specific goal, you activate the potential for that goal to manifest in your reality. This idea reflects the power of intention and the energetic resonance that comes with it. It's essential to understand that the action of the quantum wave transcends our conventional notions of time and space. As such, the results of this process can manifest almost instantaneously. However, the way in which these outcomes materialize can vary significantly. They may appear immediately, or they might take time to develop, depending on how congruent you are with the result you have envisioned. The more aligned you are with your intended outcome, emotionally, mentally, and energetically, the more likely it is that the manifestation will occur swiftly and seamlessly. This alignment creates a harmonious resonance with the matrix, allowing your focused intention to penetrate the layers of potential and emerge into your experiential reality. Conversely, if there is a lack of congruence, whether through doubts, fears, or conflicting beliefs, the manifestation process may slow down or become convoluted. This highlights the importance of clearing old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you, enabling a clearer channel for your desired outcomes. By recognizing and embracing the collapse of the wave function as a powerful tool for transformation, you can actively participate in shaping your reality. This understanding not only empowers you to manifest your goals, but also reinforces the connection between your consciousness and the vast energetic field that surrounds you. Ultimately, the ability to collapse the wave function through intention serves as a reminder of the dynamic relationship between thought and reality. As you become more adept at navigating this process, you'll find that your capacity to create meaningful change in your life expands, leading you to a more fulfilling and aligned existence. The 0 point field represents an immense reservoir of potential, devoid of fixed polarity or charge. It is akin to a boiling sea of energy, continuously undergoing transformation. This field embodies the essence of possibility. Every potential outcome and manifestation resides within it, waiting to be activated by consciousness. When a scientist observes an electron and assigns a specific location to it, that is precisely where the electron will be found at that moment. This phenomenon illustrates the profound impact of observation on reality. The act of observing creates a collapse of the wave function, resulting in the establishment of an orbit or state in which the electron exists when it is being measured. This dynamic is not just a scientific curiosity. It has profound implications for our understanding of reality and the role of consciousness in shaping it. As we engage with the 0 point field, we tap into the vast array of possibilities available to us. Every thought, intention, and observation can interact with this field, allowing us to collapse wave functions in our own lives. Just as the position of the electron is determined by the observer, our personal experiences are shaped by our awareness and focus. This interaction highlights the responsibility that comes with consciousness. When we understand that our perceptions and intentions can influence the energetic landscape, we become more deliberate in our thinking and acting. This awareness fosters a sense of empowerment, reminding us that we are active participants in the co-creation of our reality. Furthermore, the 0 point field invites us to explore the deeper layers of our being. By connecting with this wellspring of potential, we can break free from limiting beliefs and old patterns, allowing for the emergence of new possibilities. The key lies in harnessing our awareness and directing it towards the outcomes we desire, thereby creating ripples of change throughout our lives. As we continue to explore the intricacies of the matrix, understanding the 0 point field serves as a critical step in our journey of personal transformation. It reminds us that we are not merely passive observers in the universe. Rather, we are dynamic creators, capable of shaping our realities through intention and conscious engagement with the energy that surrounds us. In the realm of quantum reality, the way you choose to perceive and measure your experiences can lead to significant changes in your physical reality. This concept underscores the profound influence of consciousness on the material world. Every thought, belief, and perception acts as a filter through which you interact with the infinite possibilities of the matrix. Shifting your baseline point of perception is precisely what enables these transformative changes to occur. By consciously adjusting how you view yourself, your circumstances, and your potential, you can initiate a ripple effect that alters the very fabric of your reality. This shift can manifest in various forms: improved health, enhanced relationships, or a more fulfilling sense of purpose. When you recognize that your perceptions shape your experiences, you unlock the potential to reframe your reality. For instance, if you often view challenges as insurmountable obstacles, consider shifting your perspective to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This small yet powerful change can initiate a cascade of positive outcomes, influencing not only your emotional state, but also the physical manifestations in your life. The principle that perception creates reality is not merely philosophical. It is deeply rooted in quantum mechanics. Each time you focus your attention on a specific outcome or possibility, you are essentially collapsing the wave function of that potential into a tangible experience. This is why cultivating a mindset that embraces positivity, resilience, and possibility is crucial for achieving your goals. Moreover, the act of consciously choosing how you perceive reality empowers you to break free from limiting beliefs and ingrained patterns. It encourages you to explore new dimensions of existence and to embrace the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. This process of redefining your perception not only affects your individual experience, but can also resonate with others, fostering a collective shift towards a more positive and expansive reality. As you navigate this quantum landscape, remember that your perceptions are powerful tools for transformation. By actively engaging with the energy of the matrix and intentionally shifting your viewpoint, you can create a reality that aligns with your deepest desires and aspirations. Take a moment to release all your problems and worries, allowing something beyond yourself to flow through you. In this space, focus on noticing what you notice from a different perspective. Beyond all judgments, measurements, and understandings lies a void that contains something much greater than yourself. If, even for the briefest instant, you can access this space, then you have achieved something profound. It is within this emptiness that miracles reside. We are patterns of light and information manifested through matter. As beings of light and information, we possess direct access to the infinite knowledge that exists throughout the universe. This connection reminds us that we are not isolated entities, but rather integral parts of a vast, interconnected web of existence. When we consciously engage with this awareness, we tap into a deeper level of consciousness, transcending the limitations of our everyday experiences. This shift enables us to see beyond the surface of reality and recognize the underlying patterns that shape our lives. By noticing what we notice, we become more attuned to the subtle energies and insights that surround us. In this state of heightened awareness, we can begin to identify and release the old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve us. This process opens up the possibility for transformation as we align ourselves with the inherent wisdom of the universe. The more we practice this mindful observation, the more adept we become at recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. Embracing this perspective enhances our understanding of ourselves and allows us to navigate our realities with greater ease and grace. It empowers us to become co-creators in our lives, drawing upon the infinite information available to us and harnessing it to manifest our deepest desires. Ultimately, the practice of noticing what you notice invites you to embrace the magic of the present moment, where everything is possible and miracles can unfold. By stepping into this expansive space, you unlock the potential for profound change and self-discovery. Wave patterns are composed of light and information, forming the building blocks of our reality. Our brain plays a crucial role in this process, constructing our experiences from these patterns. As we delve deeper into the nature of our existence, it becomes evident that everything we perceive is a manifestation of light and information interacting within the vast energetic field of the universe. Each thought and emotion we generate creates specific wave patterns that resonate throughout this field. When we cultivate awareness of our inner landscape, we begin to see how our mental and emotional states directly influence the realities we experience. Positive thoughts and feelings generate harmonious wave patterns that attract constructive outcomes, while negative emotions can disrupt this harmony, leading to experiences that reflect our limiting beliefs. This understanding of wave patterns highlights the importance of our perceptions. By recognizing that our reality is shaped by the light and information we emit, we gain the ability to consciously choose how we want to engage with the world. Shifting our focus to more empowering thoughts and emotions allows us to create wave patterns that resonate with our true desires, transforming our experiences in profound ways. As we learn to navigate this intricate interplay between our internal state and external reality, we become intentional creators. We harness the power of our awareness to align ourselves with frequencies that support our goals and aspirations. This alignment opens the door to new possibilities, inviting abundance and joy into our lives. Ultimately, the realization that our reality is constructed from wave patterns empowers us to take charge of our experiences. By understanding the interplay of light and information, we unlock the potential for transformation, enabling us to manifest the realities that resonate with our authentic selves. When we allow the collapse to occur, an intersection between an old pattern and infinite possibilities, the subsequent reconfigurations in time and space manifest as our new weighted probabilities of desired outcomes. This process is a fundamental aspect of quantum measurements, where our intentions and focused awareness play pivotal roles in shaping reality. Each time we engage with our old patterns, we interact with established beliefs and limitations. However, by consciously choosing to confront these patterns and embracing the vast potential available to us, we initiate a transformation. This transformation doesn't happen in isolation. It unfolds within the energetic matrix of existence, where our thoughts and feelings actively participate in creating new realities. The act of measurement in the quantum realm is analogous to our personal experience. Just as observing a particle collapses its wave function into a specific state, our attention and intention direct the flow of energy and information in our lives. When we focus on our desired outcomes with clarity and conviction, we effectively shift the probabilities toward those outcomes, inviting them into our reality. This understanding empowers us to recognize our role as co creators. By intentionally collapsing old patterns and embracing new possibilities, we can reconstruct our experiences. The more aligned we are with our intentions, the more seamlessly these reconfigurations occur, bringing forth the reality we envision. In essence, quantum measurements mirror our personal journey of transformation. As we navigate through our thoughts and emotions, we wield the power to redefine our realities, turning potential into manifestation. This quantum perspective invites us to embrace the fluid nature of existence and to engage with the infinite possibilities that lie before us. Focused intention can be understood as a creative act that harnesses the diverse facets of your conscious experience to define a new set of impressions, realities, or outcomes within your current existence. This process requires a deliberate concentration of your imagination, allowing you to cultivate a new sensation or feeling that aligns with your desired outcome. By doing so, you initiate a flow of subtle energy that influences and manifests the events and consequences you seek, both directly and indirectly. The implications of this practice extend beyond mere wishful thinking. It taps into the very fabric of reality, where space, time, matter, and numbers are not just objective concepts, but rather metaphors for human consciousness. This perspective challenges conventional understandings, inviting us to recognize that we are not passive observers, but active participants in the creation of our realities. When we focus our intention, we effectively recalibrate our energetic signatures. This recalibration aligns our inner state with the external world, enabling us to resonate with frequencies that support our goals. The clearer and more specific our intention, the more profound the impact on our reality. It's akin to tuning a musical instrument. The closer we get to the right frequency, the more harmonious our experiences become. As we practice this focused intention, we learn to navigate the intricate web of existence with greater awareness. We realize that our thoughts and feelings hold the power to shape our realities, and we become adept at consciously directing our energy toward the outcomes we desire. This not only transforms our personal experiences, but also contributes to the larger energetic field we are all interconnected within. In essence, focused intention is a powerful tool for manifestation, allowing us to bridge the gap between our inner visions and external realities. By understanding and applying this concept, we open ourselves up to the limitless possibilities that lie ahead, realizing that we have the ability to sculpt our lives with intention and creativity. When you hold a new feeling of state or intention in your consciousness and then release it, you create the conditions for the collapse of an old pattern. This collapse allows the old reality to shift into the realm of infinite possibilities. It's essential to recognize that this process requires not only focus, but also a willingness to let go of habitual patterns of behavior and thinking. As a result of this shift, your consciousness opens the pathway for reconfiguration in space and time. This redistribution of energy creates a weighted probability of a new desired outcome. Each time you release an intention, you alter the energetic matrix of your reality, providing yourself the opportunity to create more harmonious and desired conditions. Thus, shifting the wave becomes a powerful tool for personal transformation. It allows you not only to react to circumstances, but to actively shape your life according to your inner desires. This practice demands an awareness that your thoughts and emotions directly influence the structure of the reality you experience. As you consistently apply this process, you learn to trust yourself and your ability to change reality. This leads to an increase in confidence and opens new horizons of possibility. You become an active participant in creating your life rather than a passive observer, which is key to effective self realization. Do nothing, leave nothing undone. Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching. This principle of doing nothing while leaving nothing undone lies at the core of what we teach in the assembly point. But why would anyone want to learn to do nothing? Because when we do nothing, we gain access to the full potential of consciousness. When we teach people to do nothing, we become an open door for grace to flow through us. We ourselves do nothing, stepping aside to open up to the stream of consciousness, while simultaneously becoming active participants in the process rather than separate beings trying to take action on our own. We become antennas for the field we choose, expanding its potential and using our awareness as a platform for possible states and everything we may encounter. The assembly point is a morphic field specifically designed to serve as a fertile ground for miracles and rapid transformations. It is based on holographic principles of light interaction, information, and resonance. Remember, we are made of light. We interact and resonate with information holographically. What unpacks and manifests through this powerful connection is energy and experience. In fact, the embedded holographic principles within the morphic field allow any pattern of consciousness to change, even if we do not focus our intention on it. When we detach from the limiting patterns of perception, beliefs, programs, and thoughts, we return to creative thinking. And it is in this state that curiosity becomes our greatest teacher. The field responds to curiosity. The less you think you know anything and the more curious you become, the more actively the field begins to respond to you. Consider the question, I wonder what would happen if. Ask this question with the innocent curiosity and perception of a child, and pay attention to where your awareness takes you. In this state, the potential for exploration and discovery expands infinitely. By embracing curiosity, we open ourselves to new possibilities and insights that were previously hidden. This engagement with the unknown can lead to profound transformations as our minds become attuned to the subtle energies around us. As we navigate this journey, We learn to trust the flow of consciousness and allow ourselves to be guided by it, rather than relying solely on preconceived notions or fixed beliefs. This shift in perspective is where true creativity flourishes, inviting us to reshape our reality in ways we never thought possible. A miracle is something that manifests in our reality, yet transcends our expectations or preconceived notions of the anticipated outcome of any process. When we release our expectations, biases, and attachments to specific results, each moment becomes a miracle. When we anticipate the unexpected becomes the new norm. Miracles are expressions of the potential of consciousness through us and as us. We are the technology of miracles. We are the physics of miracles. And all of this becomes easily accessible when we connect to the morphic field of potential, such as the point of assembly. The field perceives us, as well as itself, as part of the whole, divine inspiration, perfect just as we are. Upon recognizing our true essence, ailments and issues often vanish alongside the confusion of consciousness, imbalance, and pattern perceptions that create them. Acknowledging our divine spark, even if only for a moment, initiates a transformation process that some might call a miracle. Awareness speaks. I see you as God sees you. I know you as God knows himself. I recognize that you are love, for that is all that I am, and we are one and the same. In this unified state, we tap into a profound source of energy and information, allowing us to manifest our highest potential. As we embrace this interconnectedness, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe, fostering a reality where miracles are not only possible, but expected. By cultivating this awareness, we invite transformation, healing, and abundance into our lives, proving that the miraculous is an inherent part of our existence. When we enter the field of the heart, we access pure potential that has yet to manifest in the form of experience. All morphic fields can be accessed from the heart space. One reason we seek to descend into the heart field is that it allows us to tap into a state of pure potentiality and neutrality. From the heart, we can access undifferentiated states of information and the potential of consciousness even before this information manifests in form and defines itself as action, perspective, or experience. The heart field serves as a gateway to everything that exists and to what has yet to be manifested and experienced. When we descend into the heart space, we typically do not feel, notice, or think about anything related to a specific experience, as it has yet to appear. The heart field is pure potential. When we engage in the interactive creation of reality, we do so from a state of pure potentiality and neutrality, which is precisely what the heart field embodies. From the heart, we gain access to an inherent parameter that allows transformation to occur as we effectively connect to a state of being prior to the collapse of the wave function. We create resonance with a pattern before it has been separated, defined, characterized, and labeled as a specific experience. Therefore, when we work with, for instance, a knee, we are not actually dealing with the knee itself, but rather with what has been separated from the whole, identified, and then named as a knee. Assigning the label knee to this pattern creates corresponding references that limit what is possible for that particular knee due to all the thoughts and beliefs that accompany that specific concept, forming a kind of knee domain. There is not much freedom within the knee domain. However, we can regain that freedom when we connect to the unlimited choices by playing with the knee as an unnamed pattern. When we do not attach labels or give names to anything, it simply becomes a pattern of information. The pattern transforms into pure potentiality, and in this unrestricted state, we gain equal access to all possibilities. This approach facilitates the transition of potential transformations into reality. Patterns begin to change when we observe a specific space or place from the heart field. Essentially, we are not doing anything concrete. We are merely observing the information. However, this act connects the observer to the observed object, facilitating a different resonance with the information or its expression. As we observe without judgment, we allow the energy of our awareness to flow, creating a bridge between our consciousness and the information we focus on. This connection enables us to influence the observed patterns subtly, shifting their configurations and potentials. By entering this state of mindful observation, we open ourselves to new possibilities and outcomes, allowing the inherent potential of the heart field to transform our experience. In this way, the act of observation becomes a powerful tool for transformation. Instead of imposing our will or expectations, we engage in a dynamic interaction with the reality before us. This interplay between the observer and the observed not only alters the patterns we perceive, but also enriches our own understanding and experience of the world. Through the lens of the heart, we become active participants in the unfolding of reality, capable of manifesting change simply by being present and aware. The collapse of the wave function is a widely recognized term in quantum physics, stemming from the famous double-slit experiment popularized by physicist Richard Feynman. This experiment illustrates that matter and energy can exhibit characteristics of both waves and particles. Simply put, scientists were interested in exploring the nature of the electron to determine whether it behaves as a particle or a wave. When they were present in the room observing the electron, it behaved like a particle, aligning with their expectations. However, when the scientists left the room and did not directly observe the electron, instead recording the experiment on video, the electron began to act like an unordered wave. The conclusion drawn was that the researchers' expectations collapsed the wave function, changing its potential wave state into fixed forms comprised of particles. They inferred that the observer's consciousness indeed affects the collapse of the wave function. But why does it matter whether a particle behaves like a wave or not when we aren't looking at it? When we realize that our observations and expectations genuinely influence the manifesting behavior of reality, we recognize our capacity to actively engage in the interactive creation of that reality. Reality is neither merely particles nor waves. It is both and neither at the same time. As co creators alongside universal consciousness, we influence the forms that reality takes. Moreover, by continuously observing our reality in ourselves, we repeatedly provoke the collapse of the wave function, transforming it into states of uniformity or stasis. We continue to perceive the world through the same lenses of consciousness, which collapses the wave function, preventing a multitude of varying states from manifesting. Our limited lenses of perception create biases that filter what we are capable of noticing and experiencing. How we perceive life is a direct result of how we collapse wave functions. Our perspectives, observations, opinions, thoughts, and beliefs continually collapse the wave function, transitioning us from unlimited possibilities to probabilistic states and what we actually observe as personal experience. We see what we expect to see. We consistently and unyieldingly collapse the wave function. However, when we engage in a powerful morphic field, such as the point of assembly, it is proposed that we do not collapse the wave function. Rather, we expand the limited and stagnant reality. We broaden the wave function of one reality from a state of immutability and rigidity into a state of possibilities or flow. From this wave-based state of flow, we can achieve what is termed the reverse collapse of the wave function, which involves moving into a new, altered state of consciousness. We can transition from a state devoid of change and flexibility to a state of flow, rich in transformations and shifts. The collapse of the wave function occurs when we make a choice. It's important to understand that the field of conscious potential can manifest infinite, unrestricted information, and your life experience is just one brushstroke on the endless canvas of existence. The potential of consciousness is all encompassing and excludes nothing. From the coherent, undifferentiated infinite field, akin to a still ocean of potential, possible states begin to rise like waves, distinct from a multitude of others. This multitude remains part of the unmanifested whole, but also possesses wave-like characteristics that can be intuitively tracked by the right hemisphere of the brain. As these waves of new possibilities emerge from a state of decoherence, they become increasingly probable, gaining density as they are infused with information. Waves of possibilities with greater density turn into probable states that are likely to reach collapse. When we allow a choice to enter the logical left hemisphere of the observing brain, the wave function collapses from numerous probable states into reality, much like a droplet of water merging with sand. The wave transforms into a particle as consciousness. Through a specific observer, collapses the wave function, resulting in matter, form, and experience. Some suggest that the unfolding of the wave function occurs naturally when we play. Play helps us act from the heart and allows us to bypass our linear, logical, analytical brain, which constructs reality based on what is familiar to it. The logical part of the brain organizes the information it possesses. The brain sorts information based on similarities and common traits, classifying and organizing what it encounters. It notices similarities but not differences. This part of our awareness divides, defines, and names things. The linear, logical part of the brain, known as the left hemisphere, acts as a sequential processor capable of tracking a limited amount of information at once. Thus, the left hemisphere maintains order in reality by collapsing the wave function of multiple waves of possibilities down to a single choice. It seems that each choice is made in a linear, sequential manner. The logically reasoning left hemisphere decides what to perceive based on what it already knows and only then pays attention to something more or less familiar, allowing it to manifest. Apparently, the left hemisphere of the brain defines a divided, particle-based reality. The left hemisphere is the mechanism that makes choices. It narrows consciousness down to a single drop of water that has fallen from the ocean wave onto the sand. The left hemisphere of the brain collapses the wave function. Its perception is limited and only sees what it expects to see. When we learn to expand our awareness in a state of play, moving beyond our expectations, routines, attachment to specific outcomes, beyond what we anticipate seeing, and beyond typical thinking, we enter the realm of awareness of the right hemisphere. By perceiving the world through the intuitive right hemisphere of the brain, we can easily unfold the wave function, transforming it into waves of various possibilities that only lack our recognition to manifest. The intuitive part of our brain, often referred to as the right hemisphere, acts as a parallel processor capable of simultaneously tracking and sustaining multiple waves of possibilities. The right hemisphere can track patterns of information as probable manifestations before they are realized. The language of the right hemisphere is inherently symbolic and directly focused on patterns. It can track and establish connections that are often overlooked by the dividing sequential processor of the left hemisphere. The right hemisphere, it seems, is guided by waves of interconnected networks of possibilities. It is able to track multiple waves until they transform into a drop of choice on the sand. By descending into the field of the heart, we enter a coherent state of awareness and thus bypass the segregation and limitations of the mind, gaining access to the integrity of consciousness before the collapse of the wave function. We move directly to the ocean of coherent potential that resides in the heart field. We connect to the potential of consciousness, uniting with its authentic part of ourselves that is aware of its wholeness, boundlessness, outside of time and space. We strengthen this connection within the unified field as we enter heart-centered awareness. In a state of heart-centered being, there is nothing to be done. This altered state of consciousness, once anchored, becomes a means to enter a new reality based on unity, love, and unlimited potential. Entering the torsional field of the heart is as easy as breathing. We usually don't think about breathing, yet we breathe constantly. In the same way, we often don't notice whether we are in the heart space or beyond it. Awareness of the heart field helps us remain in the space of grace effortlessly, where transformation is most probable. Heart field. Imagine an elevator, a lovator. Picture a miniature version of yourself stepping into the elevator, and then let the doors close. Press the down button. Follow your awareness as the elevator descends from your head down through your throat and then lower into your chest. Allow the elevator doors to open. Notice what you observe as you step out into a space where there is no time or space. Spend some time awakening feelings for someone or something you love. Feel that connection. Observe this feeling and let it flow throughout your entire body. Invite this feeling into the center of your heart's torsional field, and then ask it to speak to you. Recognize that the heart field is connected to everything. Consciously acknowledge that you are not separate from all that exists. You are not just a separate body or being. Imagine yourself as an effervescent vitamin C tablet. Just as the fizzy tablet drops into a glass of water, immerse yourself in your awareness and feel it from within, allowing the sensation of separation to gently dissolve. Notice that you simultaneously feel both sinking and expanding. There is no separation between you and everything else. You are here and now, and you are everywhere. Ask your heart what it would tell you if you listen to it right now. Pay attention to your sincere, authentic desires. Desires rise from the heart field, serving as signals or placeholders through which our consciousness draws attention to itself. Desires are a way for our heart to communicate with us. When we listen, we move in the flow where desires manifest, becoming experiences. Trust yourself. To start noticing, speaking, and listening from the heart, you need to believe in yourself. The more you cultivate a sense of self-belief, the more your heart will participate in guiding your consciousness. The more you resonate with trust, the more confidently your mind will follow the wisdom of your heart. Release any sensations that prevent you from being in your heart. Remember that the thought of a problem can become the problem. Ask yourself, if I knew what I could notice by listening to my heart, regardless of what others might suggest, what methods of entering the field of my heart would I discover for myself? The 2 points technique is an amazing and unique method for transforming reality, originating from the matrix energetics approach developed by Dr. Richard Bartlett. The 2 points allow us to connect what is happening to us now with what we truly wish to experience. This technique helps our individual consciousness transition from a dual perception of the world to a state devoid of specific references, perspectives, and distinctions. The 2 points shift consciousness beyond duality into the infinite potential of unity, which is universal consciousness. From the perspective of quantum physics, the 2 points method enables us to uncollapse the wave function, altering the configuration of our conscious manifestations and accessing various possible states that are available to us, but with which we have not yet resonated. When we consciously follow the 2 points method, we gain the ability to effect a subtle collapse of the wave function, occurring when we notice what is different rather than what remains the same. This allows our awareness to engage with the changes that have already begun to unfold. The 2 points connect a part of us that perceives itself as separate, physical, discrete, and stuck in self-manifesting patterns, with that part of us that perceives itself as one with everything flexible, malleable, and unlimited in potential. The 2 points method also acts as a beacon, helping to create resonance with existing morphic fields, such as matrix energetics. This method connects us with a morphic field and allows it to interact with us, realigning our personal and collective consciousness. The 2 points method can be applied to anything, as everything is consciousness. There is no absolutely right or wrong way to apply this method practically. However, there are many helpful tips and a few key principles for its optimal use. Work from the heart space. Express your intention. Our intention when using the 2 points method is simply to notice what we notice and then to pay attention to what is. The 2 points technique is an amazing and unique method for transforming reality, derived from the matrix energetics approach developed by Dr. Richard Bartlett. The 2 points allow us to connect what is happening to us now with what we truly wish to experience. This method helps our individual consciousness transition from a dual perception of the world to a state devoid of specific references, perspectives, and distinctions. The 2 points move consciousness beyond duality into the infinite potential of unity, which is universal consciousness. From the perspective of quantum physics, the 2 points method enables us to uncollapse the wave function, changing the configuration of our conscious manifestations and accessing various possible states that are available to us, but with which we have not yet resonated. When we consciously follow the 2 points method, we gain the ability to effect a subtle collapse of the wave function, which occurs when we notice what is different rather than what remains the same. This allows our awareness to engage with the changes that have already begun to unfold. The 2 points connect a part of us that perceives itself as separate, physical, discrete, and stuck in self manifesting patterns, with that part of us that perceives itself as one with everything flexible, malleable, and unlimited in potential. The 2 points method also acts as a beacon, helping to create resonance with existing morphic fields, such as matrix energetics. This method connects us with a morphic field and allows it to interact with us, realigning our personal and collective consciousness. The 2 points method can be applied to anything, as everything is consciousness. There is no absolutely right or wrong way to apply this method practically. However, there are many helpful tips and a few key principles for its optimal use. First, work from the heart space. Second, express your intention. Our intention when using the 2 points method is simply to notice what we notice and then pay attention to what is different and unusual. With intention, we choose any 2 points that attract our attention. Where awareness flows, information follows. Consider this. Where awareness goes, information flows. These 2 points can be anywhere. And for some, it may be easier to start by choosing 2 points on the body and touching them. Wherever your attention goes when choosing 2 points, trust it. Simply select one point, then choose a second point. The points can be where you notice pain or discomfort, or they may just be areas that attract your attention for no apparent reason. Touching these points is not necessary, but it can be beneficial as you learn to notice changes using the 2 points method. The tactile interaction allows numerous receptors in your hands to gather information, enhancing your ability to notice, feel, and perceive more information. Hand touches can be extremely helpful when you are just beginning to engage with the field. However, conscious work with the 2 points can occur without tactile contact. Now, simply connect these 2 points in your mind as if they were not two separate points but had merged into one. The 2 points that were initially particles of unchanging differences have now fused into a wave of potential through our awareness. Letting go is perhaps one of the most important pieces of advice when using the 2 points method. Letting go is the channel that leads to the field. But what does it mean to let go? It means to stop observing the connection between the 2 points. Stop watching to see if something happens or not. Stop focusing on what is occurring or not occurring. How do you let go? Simply look away and shift your attention to something else. Letting go means to stop concentrating on the unchanged state so that consciousness and its infinite potential can manifest through you as something different, something new. Letting go means stepping aside so that the field of potential consciousness can express itself through you. Release any expectations regarding what the outcome will be. Let go of the desire for results, and then results will begin to manifest in ways you could not have imagined beforehand. Notice what is different rather than what remains the same, and watch as changes begin to manifest in your reality. Some people experience instant shifts in their well being and self awareness. It's perfectly fine if you're unsure of what exactly is different. It's completely normal if you cannot accurately describe that difference. It's also okay if you don't notice a change right away. However, when something different and unusual arises in your awareness a little later, pay attention to it. Whatever comes to you, trust that it is beneficial for you in that moment. The first point is where your attention and awareness are currently focused. Ask yourself, what do I notice now? The second point is where your attention goes after asking, what would I notice if this were different? You can focus on a desire to experience something in your life and make that desire the first point. The second point allows you to connect with the information from the relevant field that will support the realization of that desire. Through the 2 points method, we can become one with the field rather than trying to dominate it as if it were something separate from us. Time travel. The only reason for time to exist is so that everything doesn't happen at once. Albert Einstein. We typically perceive time as linear and one directional. What happened yesterday is considered the past. What may happen tomorrow is deemed the future. And what is happening now is labeled as the present. We are led to believe that we cannot change the past because it is already gone. Some even argue that we cannot influence the future since it has yet to arrive. We are told to live in the moment, this elusive now. But is it truly possible to live in the now? It's fascinating because by the time we become aware of the present moment, it has already become the past, and we transition into the future. In our focus on what was, we often overlook the future as a potential now. We get caught up in observing the past, which has just been the present. When we begin to seriously contemplate and examine the concept of time, we often find ourselves confused. Time reveals itself as a paradox, a construct that may not operate as straightforwardly as we assume. The present is in constant flux, and in our fixation on what has occurred, we might miss the opportunities that lie ahead, waiting to be shaped by our intentions and actions. Understanding this could help us reconsider our relationship with time, recognizing that the boundaries we perceive are perhaps more fluid than they seem. In his book, The Holographic Universe, American author Michael Talbot expanded on the theory of time proposed by physicist David Bohm. He suggested that in a holographic world, even time and space cannot be taken as fundamental. Position, as a characteristic, loses meaning in a universe where nothing is truly separate. Thus, time and three-dimensional space should be seen merely as projections of a deeper order. At this profound level, reality resembles a super hologram, where past, present, and future coexist simultaneously. This implies that with the right tools, it might be possible to delve into this super hologram and retrieve images from a long-forgotten past. If we visualize time as linear and map it out, the pivotal points of experience would be marked like speed bumps along a road. Each pivotal point possesses its own coordinates within the hologram of our lives, containing specific information tied to particular experiences. We can't quite label this as memory per se. It's information encoded in a specific configuration of consciousness, expressed as a holographic node. While the node itself may carry a charge, the information it encodes remains neutral. Our continuous resonance with the information held within these nodes, which were encoded in the past, prevents us from updating the patterns in the present. In other words, this could explain why many people's lives remain unchanged. It's important to recognize that nearly all our problems or patterns were not created in the present moment. To alter past patterns in the present, we can utilize time travel to connect with a node that holds the necessary information, unlock it, and release that information, thereby reconfiguring the potential of our consciousness. Our perception of any life experience can shift, and we may find that we no longer resonate with certain aspects of it. Sometimes it feels as if those events never happen at all. Remember, by changing the resonance of the information encoded in these pivotal points, you can alter the events of your life. Play is the key to time travel. This journey isn't about fixing anything. Rather, it invites you to dive into the heart space and remain curious. 1. Descend, enter the heart space. 2. Express intention. Start with the 2 points method. Choose any 2 points on your body or beyond that draw your attention. These points can be selected randomly or consciously, with one representing a current pattern and the other embodying the desired change. 3. Connect the 2 points. Consider or state your current age or the age of the person you're involving in this exercise. This establishes a 0 point for time, marking the starting point for exploring the limitless playground of consciousness potential. 4. Count backwards. Begin counting down from your age. You might skip ahead by 5 years at a time. Continue until you sense, notice, or feel any changes in yourself or the person you're engaging with. 5. Let go. Release attachment to how the change should manifest and avoid assumptions about it. 6. Notice. Pay attention to what stands out rather than what remains the same. Everything you observe is valuable. Embrace transformation. Time travel is a powerful method for transforming physical states and liberating us from stagnant thoughts and emotions. Our reactions during this process often reveal which past experiences deserve our attention. In fact, the moment a pattern is created may occur long before the corresponding experience manifests in our lives. Releasing blocked information at the node point, rather than where it should or might be in your opinion, allows the time travel method to yield more effective results. Remember that releasing resonance or unlocking information at a node point requires you not to define an age or specific moment in time in advance. Instead, make way for the field that will begin to work through you. Time travel to the future is an amazing method for accelerating the manifestation process in the present. By journeying into the future and connecting with the node points of informational potential, we establish resonance with the future version of ourselves that has already gained the experience we seek. This practice increases the likelihood of manifesting specific experiences. Venture forward in time to meet a more experienced part of yourself and ask how you manage to navigate your current lessons so easily. The method of time travel to the future is similar to the method of time travel to the past. Remember that time is not one directional. Thus, we can freely travel in both directions. Parallel universes. You might be surprised to learn that physicists support the theory of parallel universes. Mathematician and physicist Hugh Everett III developed the theory of parallel universes, known as the many worlds interpretation, MWI. MWI is a model of quantum physics that seeks to explain what happens beyond the collapse of the wave function. The theory suggests that the actual collapse of the wave function may never fully occur. It also posits that there exists a universal wave function and that every probability that can arise indeed does arise. All possibilities become real manifestations in alternative realities. The many worlds theory suggests that everything is real. We do not create the universe by the act of observation. We choose the universe that already exists as a probable path. Quantum science suggests the existence of many different probabilities for each moment of our lives. Each version of the future lies in a dormant state until awakened by a choice made in the present. Greg Braden. You isolate all other potential realities as soon as you focus on a specific event. This occurs due to the very nature of the interaction between the observer and the observed. What you are doing is accessing another set of probabilistic or possible realities. All you need to do is step beyond the probability you notice and let it go. Letting go of how you perceive allows for a new perception to emerge. Applying the many worlds method does not negate the necessity of taking concrete steps toward your intended goal. However, by resonating with the part of your unlimited consciousness that already has the experience you seek in an alternative universe, you connect to that potential. This increases the likelihood that the unfolding experience in your consciousness in this universe will correspond with the experience from the parallel universe. The use of the parallel universes method allows us to expand our awareness and access numerous aspects of ourselves that we may not have noticed before. Additionally, utilizing parallel universes as a practical method enables us to reclaim those aspects of ourselves that we previously rejected. Through parallel universes, we can establish resonance with more expansive versions of ourselves. The parallel universes method is extremely beneficial for transforming entrenched states and patterns that represent habitual ways of perceiving and experiencing reality. For example, in this universe, you may suffer from chronic insomnia. In a parallel universe, possibly even in several, there exists another version of you who sleeps soundly every night. By establishing resonance with that version of yourself from the other universe, you can transform restless sleep here in this universe. That part of you that sleeps peacefully calls you to awaken and discover this possibility. The combined use of time travel and parallel universes methods provides us with mental flexibility that allows us to let go of what limits us or is no longer useful, and to expand our awareness to the wholeness of our boundlessness. Archetypes. Archetypes are what I made up to hallucinate and be clairvoyant. Dr. Richard Bartlett. Another method of working with the assembly point is the idea of working with symbols or archetypes. The language of the right brain is based on symbols and images. There are several ways to incorporate what I call the archetypal technique into your therapeutic wave. One way is to use primary geometric shapes such as circles, spheres, triangles, rectangles, and squares. If you genuinely feel brave enough, you can increase the level of complexity by working with tetrahedrons, octahedrons, or indeed any shape. However, if you didn't excel in geometry in school, there's another, more natural way to achieve the same thing. In this approach, you simply work with the first image that comes to mind. During the creation of the wave and focusing your intention, mythical gods, cartoon heroes like Bugs Bunny, Superman, or any other forms or images may spontaneously come to mind. I like to connect this to the idea known as skimming, a superficial familiarization where the goal of the exercise is simply to notice what draws your attention and then work with that. Once you come up with something, you should be able to hallucinate according to what you've imagined, allowing you to ratify, manifest, and confirm your hallucinations. Then you teach this to others. How do I begin to see? Ask open-ended questions. If I could see something useful, what might it be? Allow any information that comes to you to remain unfiltered and unedited by the left, logical hemisphere of the brain. The process of hallucination or connecting to archetypes facilitates the synchronization of the brain hemispheres. A simple open question posed by the left hemisphere can create a connection to the right hemisphere. It opens doors to archetypes. The right hemisphere communicates through symbols. Ask what symbol, color, object, or sound could be used right now. Once you start believing in the information as it presents itself during the process, you will begin with a subtle stream that can then amplify and enhance your sensitivity, potentially by 1,000,000 times. When you look at someone and your imagination presents you with an image, like an African warthog, a pink feather, or maybe a window pane, ask yourself, so, What does this image mean to me? And what should I do with it? How is it useful in this moment? Questions like these are what Tony Robbins refers to as power questions. By asking them, you engage your brain in finding a unique answer. This also helps you quickly shift into a creative state, rather than getting stuck processing and giving energy to someone else's set of problems. For example, if someone tells you they have a frozen shoulder, it might be useful to imagine what would happen if the shoulder were encased in a block of ice that suddenly gets exposed to the heat of the midday summer sun. I've used this approach for more than one supposedly frozen shoulder. Archetype technique. 1. Identify the structure or point on your client that you wish to influence. 2. Visualize this structure as a form of a basic archetype, then see a new reality as the point of your focused intention. 3. Observe and witness the changes that occur. Introduction to the 21 frequencies. The 21 frequencies represent a spectrum of energetic vibrations, each uniquely influencing different aspects of our physical, emotional, and spiritual being. These frequencies work in harmony with the body's natural systems, offering a pathway to healing, restoration, and transformation. By understanding and consciously connecting to each frequency, we can unlock the potential for deep balance and alignment in every area of life. In this chapter, we will explore all 21 frequencies, beginning with the foundational energies that fuel vitality and life force, and moving through vibrations that impact our nervous system, emotions, physical structure, and even ancestral healing. Each frequency resonates with specific colors, sensations, and areas of focus, offering a comprehensive approach to self-care and energetic mastery. As you engage with these frequencies, you'll discover tools to enhance your well-being and connect with the universal forces that guide growth and evolution. Frequency 1. Vitality/life force energy. This frequency amplifies the body's energy and fills it with life force, rejuvenating the entire system. It delivers essential information to cellular structures, accelerating the flow of information within the energy matrix. The colors associated with this frequency are red and gold, and it radiates a warm or hot sensation. The intensity can be quite strong, often experienced as a surge of vitality and power throughout the body. Frequency 2, nervous system/communication. This frequency addresses everything related to the nervous system and the adjustments or adaptations that arise from its activity. It enhances communication between neural pathways and supports the body's ability to process and respond to external and internal stimuli. The color linked to this frequency is electric blue, symbolizing its dynamic and rapid influence on neural functions. Frequency 3, harmonization and balancing. The third frequency focuses on bringing harmony and balance to both the physical and emotional aspects of the self. It stabilizes energies and helps restore equilibrium when imbalance occurs. The colors associated with this frequency are shades of pink, rose, and scarlet, which embody its soft yet powerful ability to harmonize and align. Frequency 4, physical restructuring. This frequency is focused on the physical body, specifically targeting muscles, bones, tendons, joints, and fascia connective tissues. It promotes grounding and supports the restructuring and healing of these vital components of the body's framework. The colors associated with this frequency are brown and black, symbolizing its connection to the earth and the stabilization of physical energy. Frequency 5, emotional. This frequency enhances intercellular communication and resonates with the essence of universal love. It helps open the heart to emotional healing and connection, fostering a sense of deep emotional well-being. The color tied to this frequency is pink or rose, reflecting the warmth and compassion of unconditional love. Frequency 6, ancestral healing. The sixth frequency is used for healing long-standing emotional and mental traumas, especially those tied to ancestral or in utero patterns. It taps into the deep-rooted experiences passed down through generations, promoting release and healing at a core level. The color connected to this frequency is emerald green, symbolizing renewal and growth through the healing process. Frequency 7, emotions affecting the physical body. This frequency focuses on how emotions influence the physical body, particularly helping the endocrine system adapt to emotional fluctuations. It can be used to transform deep emotional imprints stored in cellular memory. The color associated with this frequency is burnt orange or earth tones, representing the grounding and transformation of emotional energy. Frequency 8, integration. The eighth frequency facilitates the integration of long-standing habits, personality traits, and emotional structures with the soul's evolution. It helps to remove toxicity, both emotional and physical, aiding in personal growth and spiritual harmony. This frequency allows for the alignment of one's internal states with higher purposes and long-term development. Frequency 9, spiritual cleanser. Unlike other frequencies, the ninth frequency serves as a powerful spiritual purifier. It defragments or reorganizes the spiritual hard drive, optimizing the body's spiritual essence. This energy moves quickly, filled with intense, animated intelligence that cleanses the body from accumulated energetic interferences, such as distorted mental thought forms, curses, and unwanted energetic connections. Its presence is subtle yet potent, often perceived as translucent energy. Frequency 10, the comforter. This frequency brings a powerful yet gentle energy that offers strength and resolve. It is like a warm, enveloping blanket of love, soothing and comforting. It penetrates through the aura, physical body, emotions, and mental body, providing a sense of deep peace. The associated color is a translucent light red, symbolizing warmth and care. Frequency 11, Mother Nature. The 11th frequency is connected to grounding and detoxifying the body, helping to remove toxins. It is deeply connected to the earth and represents a return to nature's healing powers. Its energy is rooted in the forest green color, symbolizing natural cleansing and grounding. Frequency 12, restoration of energy centers. This frequency focuses on restoring the body's energetic centers, including the chakras and microchakras, extending even to non-physical energy systems. It is associated with a black, oily energy, which reflects its dense and absorbing nature, aiding in the rebalancing and realignment of these vital centers. Frequency 13, the genetic matrix. The 13th frequency deals with the genetic matrix beyond the physical body. It reconstructs fields that influence DNA and holds the potential to correct morphogenetic fields. This energy is elemental and connected to the crystalline structures, with its color being that of clear quartz, symbolizing purity, clarity, and the foundational elements of life. Frequency 14, physical cellular matrix. This frequency alters the vibrations of the physical cellular matrix, creating changes at the very foundation of cellular structure. It is associated with obsidian and the color black, symbolizing deep transformation and the reshaping of cellular foundations. Frequency 15, circulatory system, endocrine system, and cellular communication. Frequency 15 cleanses and restructures the physical body, particularly focusing on magnetic, electrical, and biochemical processes. It is highly beneficial for balancing hormones and correcting the physical imbalances they cause. The colors linked with this frequency are vivid and intense, often red or pink, signifying vitality and renewal. Frequency 16, dolphins and whales. This frequency embodies the energy of unconditional love, wisdom, and playfulness. It is joyful, non judgmental, relaxing, and grounding. Its energy helps dissipate unnecessary stress and aids in adaptation during times of misunderstanding or disconnection. The playful, exploratory essence of dolphins and whales allows this frequency to help one move courageously into the unknown, symbolizing the adventurous spirit of boldly going where no one has gone before. Frequency 17, functional physiology, anatomical, and biochemical processes. Frequency 17 influences the body's systemic and somatic processes, shifting the assemblage point, the energetic alignment of the body's functioning. It is connected to self learning, interconnected golden grids, symbolizing the intelligent coordination of anatomical and biochemical systems. Frequency 18, spontaneous yoga and trance states. This frequency facilitates the awakening of Kundalini, the expansion of the crown chakra, and involuntary movements that recalibrate the physical body. It embodies ancient yogic wisdom tied to elemental frequencies, connecting to a primal consciousness before physical existence. The associated colors are red-brown shades reminiscent of clay, symbolizing grounding and transformation. Frequency 19, reigniting the divine spark. Frequency 19 brings about deep inner peace and creates a quiet meditative space. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of souls within a unified field and spiritual gateways, restoring divinity within patterns of illness. This frequency is illuminated by golden light, representing purity and divine potential. Frequency 20, crystalline structures. This frequency cleanses chakras, meridians, spaces, and emotions, creating resonance between the heart and mind. It embodies primordial awareness and heals the crystalline matrices of the body. With an independent intelligence, it can be programmed and is capable of enhancing other frequencies. The color associated with this frequency is that of white quartz, symbolizing clarity and healing. Frequency 21, exploring inner spaces. Frequency 21 is valuable for exploring parallel universes, soul retrieval, and journeys through space and time. It supports shamanic travel and facilitates communication with spirits, allowing deeper insight and connection to the vastness of existence. Modules. In the realm of somatic health and vibrational medicine, Dr. Mel L. Rees stands out as a pioneering figure. He founded the International Society of Somatic Health Incorporated, ISHO, in Sedan, Kansas, where his multidisciplinary expertise flourished. Dr. Rees was not only an accomplished chiropractor, but also a cell biologist, blending insights from various fields to push the boundaries of healing practices. Throughout his remarkable career, Dr. Rees demonstrated an extraordinary ability to innovate. He invented a television tube and developed 24 hydroacoustic devices, enhancing their functionality to pave the way for advancements in both technology and medicine. His fascination with hydroacoustics led him to delve into the study of the human body's vibrational medicine, uncovering the significance of healthy vibrational frequencies within our physiological systems. Over the course of 4 decades, Dr. Rees identified specific frequencies that promote health and wellness. This research culminated in the creation of crystalline chips embedded with healing vibrational frequencies tailored for thousands of ailments. These chips represented a groundbreaking leap in therapeutic modalities, serving as a bridge between technology and holistic healing. In his office in Sedan, Kansas, Dr. Rees housed a sophisticated computer system that integrated these healing frequencies, making them accessible for therapeutic applications. His vision extended beyond mere invention. He sought to create a comprehensive healing system known as Harmonica. This innovative system involved a global quest for gemstones and other materials that could effectively store and amplify healing energies. The harmonic constructs developed by Dr. Rees are not merely theoretical. They can be formulated and encapsulated within powerful artificial matrices designed specifically for healing purposes. This integration of natural elements and advanced technology highlights Dr. Rees's commitment to creating a holistic approach to health that resonates with the body's innate vibrational frequencies. As we explore the modules within the harmonica system, we will uncover the profound connections between vibrational medicine, somatic health, and the healing potential of the human body. These devices resembled small plastic discs with various crystals arranged in specific, key geometric positions. Dr. Arwizi soldered these discs together to form a circle. He then applied metallic layers to the resin-coated plastic, allowing this structure to function as an antenna, attracting information from the ether. Finally, he inscribed specific informational symbols on the front of the device. These constructed matrices could then be activated through Dr. RYZ's focused intention. Many years later, the angelic mind signaled Richard Bartlett that it was time to create a new version of Dr. RYZ's technology. This pivotal moment came with detailed instructions on developing a form of energetic software, often referred to as an imaginary construct module. Initially, Richard utilized patterns of sacred geometry as the foundational framework. These geometric patterns represented an intricate blend of Kabbalistic knowledge and principles from quantum physics, meticulously arranged in lattices that harnessed energetic potential. The modules were initially designed with specific purposes in mind, intended to address particular issues or imbalances. However, as Richard explored their capabilities, he discovered that the modules contained a self-learning component. This realization was significant. It implied that confining their use to predefined goals would limit their expansive potential. Instead, Richard proposed that the focus should shift to tuning and refining these modules. By embracing their inherent adaptability, practitioners could unlock a broader spectrum of applications, allowing the modules to evolve and respond to individual needs in real time. This approach transformed the landscape of vibrational healing, emphasizing the dynamic interplay between intention, energy, and consciousness. Creating a module. To create a module for your desired state, pattern, or circumstance, follow these steps. 1. Visualize the module. Begin by envisioning the specific state or condition you wish to manifest. This could be a feeling of peace, health, or success, whatever resonates most with your intentions. 2. Engage your intuition. Imagine grasping this module with your virtual hand. Tune into your intuitive, sensory consciousness as you prepare to place it where it feels most appropriate. 3. Heart-centered activation. The final step is to engage from the space of your heart. Command the module to activate, allowing the energy to flow freely and align with your intentions. 4. Observe and witness. As the module activates, take a moment to observe the changes and sensations that arise. Witness how the energy begins to shift and transform your experience, remaining open to any insights or feelings that may emerge. This process emphasizes the power of intention and the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit, allowing you to harness the vibrational frequencies for your highest good. Windows. The concept of windows serves as a metaphor for accessing various points of assembly within the multidimensional framework of consciousness. Here's a detailed guide on how to work with these windows effectively. Visualize the windows. Begin by imagining your points of assembly as a set of holographic, multidimensional windows. Each window represents a different layer of information, experience, or understanding that you can access during your work. Identifying open windows. As you prepare to connect with a specific window, pay attention to its state. If the window you wish to engage with is closed or inaccessible, shift your focus to other windows. Explore these alternative windows to find one that is currently open and offers the information you seek. Trust and release. Once you identify an open window that resonates with your needs, the next step is to trust the process. Let go of any need to control the outcome. This release allows you to fully engage with the information flowing through the open window. Post-session access. After completing work with a client, a session, or even with yourself, there is often a specific window that you can connect to. This window signifies the completion of your work. It may manifest as an intuitive feeling or an audible signal that indicates everything is done. Sensory engagement. You might perceive your windows through different senses, hearing them, seeing them, or experiencing them in other ways. The mode of manifestation is not crucial. Any way you perceive it is perfect for your process. Recognizing completion. When a window indicates that your work is complete, it's time to conclude your session. This acknowledgement can help you maintain clarity and ensure you're not lingering in the process unnecessarily. Pacing your learning. As you begin to work with these windows, start at a slow pace. This gradual approach allows you to become comfortable navigating this subconscious space. Eventually, you'll be able to speed up the process as you grow more adept. Comfort in the subconscious space. Aim to reach a state where you feel entirely at ease in this subconscious environment. In this space, you can disengage from logical, left brain thinking. You can access windows without intellectualizing the experience. Setting windows for techniques. You can establish windows for various techniques, including the 2 points technique, time travel, parallel universes, archetypes, frequencies, modules, and even topics you are unfamiliar with. This flexibility enables you to tap into a vast range of knowledge and methodologies. Navigating unknown windows. If you encounter an unfamiliar window, don't hesitate to ask, what information is manifesting? This inquiry may lead you to a window related to time travel or clarify that this window isn't necessary for your current focus. By utilizing the metaphor of windows, you can create a dynamic and fluid approach to your work, allowing for greater exploration and understanding of the multidimensional aspects of healing and consciousness.